Naomi, so to what extent has your technology platform enabled you to be successful?
The technology platform is the thing that enables us to communicate with our customers, to deliver contractually to our obligations to them, and even be able to identify what those are over time. And it's enormously important to our ability to deliver efficiently. So I would say to you, in terms of efficiency, the technology platform is the single biggest driver of that for us.
Naomi, why did you partner with Bravura specifically?
Having built 2 other life insurance companies, have a lot of experience of dealing with life insurance platforms and vendors, and certainly had a lot of experience with Bravura at ING Life and the predecessor to Sonata, which is Talisman. So I knew intensively the functionality of Talisman, which does everything you need for a sophisticated life insurance company, but also the team at Bravura and the relationship that we had with them. And so 2 of the 3 strikes were already ticked off, if you like to put it that way. The third one, though, was Talisman had some architectural issues that created some performance issues as the company grew, and we couldn't do that again. So when we talked to Bravura and they talked to us about Sonata, we were able to instantly understand what they'd done to the architecture and have that relief that the functionality that we were used to was still there. It's also enormously attractive to use a platform where effectively it looks and feels very similar to what the users were used to. So they didn't have a lot of learning or training, but it just delivers so much more than what Talisman delivered. So, you know, it was a conscious decision. We had other choices, would have cost us similar amounts of money or even less, but we didn't have those things. That gave us the comfort that this is the right, not only platform, but partnership for us over the long term.
Naomi, what is your concept generally of partnership?
We believe that we are experts in life insurance and product and delivering the product outcomes to the customer. What we're not is IT experts, we're not marketing experts, we're not contact centre experts, and we don't want to be. So we want to outsource those things to people who've got expertise and currency that we can't have as a life insurance company, trying to be a little bit of each of those things. But that then means that you truly have to choose partners that will work with you and with your other partners as a team, as opposed to competing with each other for your business. Yeah? Effectively saying, this is the piece of this business that we contribute to, and if we make that piece work and everybody else makes that piece work, we'll all be much better off as a result of that. And we'll all have something we can point to and say we built that, which is an enormously attractive proposition for all of those parties, I think.
Naomi, do you have any tangible examples of the pace of growth of your platform?
So just to put the Partners Life story into perspective, we opened the doors for business in April 2011. Just to go back 3 months from that, we made the decision to open the doors and to start a new life company only in the January. So we started the process of designing the products, licensing, all of those sorts of things, and selecting a product platform 3 months earlier, and delivered to the market in April 2011. And so, you know, in terms of delivering to what we needed, Bravura was spectacular in that respect. We opened the doors, and in the first 11 months we wrote 23 million issued API in our first 11 months. Unheard of. Took us to just over 13% of new business market share in New Zealand. But further than that, to put it into context, we're now in our 2nd year, and our current run rate has us looking like we're going to write about 43 million new business API in our 2nd year. So it wasn't a one-hit wonder. We didn't get all this churned business in the 1st year and then no growth in the 2nd year. This is an incredible story and the potential to grow even further from there. So we've got to where we wanted to get to so much faster than we ever thought we would, which is amazing. And we've done it at 50% of the cost compared to the rest of the market. So there's your efficiency, there's the proof in the pudding, that you can write that volume of business in that shorter period of time and do it at half the cost of the marketplace. So at 43 million, we'll be over 20% of new business market share after only 2 years.
So Naomi, based on your experiences and successes, what advice would you give to other firms or individuals looking to build a platform and their business in this space?
I think the biggest lesson that I've learned is that if you stick with legacy systems and you keep bolting on, ultimately you ground to a halt. You just cannot compete with the market huge part of the reason why we've been so successful. It's not just the trust in the product, but also the service that we've been able to provide with relatively few people, which our competitors have struggled to do. In fact, some of them are just now replicating some of our product features. So for a year, we've had a free run in terms of just product, for example, in that market. And that is truly due to their inability to react. They might have wanted to, but they couldn't. They were held to ransom. So a startup company that theoretically your large players should be able to crush by reacting quickly has got a massive head start on them as a result of that. So I think, you know, there's a lot of companies that get too scared to make that decision to change the platform. They look at the dollars that will cost them. Like I said, nothing bigger than looking at capital that you've just raised from the market to start up a new company and spending most of it on a technology system before you sell it's exactly the same decision. But if you don't make that decision, then be prepared for your business to ground to a halt.